Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And Rex had to be included. So I'm about to go on vacation. Alvin and I have some reservations to stay at a really cute B&B in Pennsylvania. And like always, I'm probably gonna overpack. But I want to pack some makeup because I have this beautiful vision of us like going out to dinner, and I really like at least one of the nights that we go out to dinner, I want to get like all dressed up and I want to do a really good full face of makeup and I want to feel fancy and I want to go and eat an amazing meal. So for that, I'm probably overpacking. That I tend to like always overpack makeup, but I would rather overpack, especially because like we drive for most of our vacation, so I don't have to worry about packing it on a plane, so I can pretty much pack as much as I want. So I'm gonna pack some makeup for vacation. I thought I would tell you guys everything that I'm bringing and then maybe show you a clip of how it all fits in my favorite travel bag. I think the last time I did a travel makeup video was almost around this time last year. We went to a wedding, my best friend's sister's wedding. If you missed that, I'll throw it up in the cards. But I also had a fun time looking back on like all of my travel makeup videos and kind of realizing what products I always bring with me. So I am going to do a different video, a short, of like my all-time favorite travel makeup. Some of it I'm not bringing this time. This time I'm trying to like shake it up a little bit, but I think I'm going to come out with that either later this week or the next week. But this video, I've already picked out all the products, so let's go ahead and try to do this in the order I would typically do my face in, which that's a top secret hack, except it's not top secret at all. But if you want to pack everything and make sure you don't miss a step, because I used to do that all the time, I would pack makeup and go on a trip and then realize I forgot like 2 or 3 things. Pack it in the order you would do your makeup, so that way if you're missing something, you can literally be like, oh, I forgot this, and then you add it to your pile and then you can pack it all together. I do that all the time, and 9 times out of 10, I forget something, and it's during that process I can add it in. You're welcome. All right, so first let's just do a quick review about the bag. I've literally been using this bag, I think, the entirety of the time I've been on YouTube. I love this bag. I bought it on clearance at Victoria's Secret years ago. It has to have been, I want to say 2017, 2018 was when I got this. It was on clearance because I think they discontinued it, but I love it. So it's black and white. It's got this nice handle on the front. I have never stained this. It's stayed white for years, which kind of surprises me because I've taken this like everywhere with me. But then it opens up and you've got like these 2 containers. This side is kind of built in and it's got a zipper, and then this side pops out. And then you've got a zipper back here. So back here I just have a mini color switch, some Q-tips, and some makeup wipes. If it's a shorter trip, like if it's just a weekend, I can get away with possibly doing like makeup in here, skincare in here. But for a longer trip, this is actually going to be 5 days. So for a longer trip like that, this tends to be just makeup. And then I have a whole nother bag that I would use for skincare and toiletries. And I'll show you how I pack this bag. It's pretty similar to how I've packed it in the past. So you can check out one of my previous videos or just hang out till the end. I'll give you a quick view of how I pack all the makeup in. Also, I'm keeping it casual for this video. I literally just got out of the shower. My hair is still drying. I have no makeup on because I've been on vacation for a couple of days already and I'm just trying to chill. You know, I don't want to like overwork myself on getting these videos pre-filmed for the actual trip, but I wanted to make sure I had something that actually went up. So chill. Also, I've had this breakout right here, which is really spoiling my plans to film my upcoming black lipstick video, but it's gonna get done this month. It will. All right, starting with primer. I have a mini here of the Professional primer. I popped into Sephora the other day and I picked up 2 minis, this one, and then I think there's like the hydrating primer because I have not used these in a long time. And I realized I barely had any silicone-based primers, and I've been testing out some new foundations, and one of them is so finicky, it only works well with a silicone-based primer. So I wanted to pick this up just to test out that other foundation for a little bit, and then just to kind of round out my collection. I do like having at least a couple silicone and water-based primers, so I was kind of surprised I got this far without having one. So I've got this mini. I'm going to bring this one along with my favorite putty primer. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. I love this especially when we're going to be wearing masks. If I'm wearing a mask out in public or running errands or going somewhere, I will wear my mask. Typically, I will only wear eye makeup, do my brows, do my eyes, not do anything on my skin, except put this on kind of right down here where the mask is going to be. Next, let's go to foundation. So I'm going to bring 2 foundations with me, and this is mainly because, again, like I said, I want to have like that fancy go out to eat, like date night kind of thing for our anniversary. So the first one I have is my favorite BB cream. This is the Misha Signature Real Complete BB cream. I love this. This is like the perfect, like almost like second skin kind of finish. And for like a date night, I can kind of bump this up with a little bit of a stronger concealer and like just really do like a really, really nice look. So I have this. And I'm bringing my fancy Air Flash Dior foundation because I like it and I want to be fancy. That and this one, I definitely would not travel with this if I was not driving. The only way I would bring this is if I was driving. Trying to bring this on an airplane or something, it's not gonna work. It's just too complicated because it is an aerosol, so not gonna happen. But for a trip, we're only driving about an hour and a half away. I'm going to bring this. And this is also really easy because you can just spray this directly on a sponge. You don't really need to use a brush with this, though you can if you want to. And for the Misha, I am shade 13 in their line. And then in the Dior Air Flash, this is 1N. Moving right down to concealer. So I actually have an update on my favorite concealer slash foundation. This is the Dermacol Makeup Cover. And I recently picked up some more shades because I found out that like the shade that I was using, I think it was 210. I used to use that for my full face. It's a little too dark now to use for spot concealing and under my eyes. So I wanted to get a lighter shade to use as that because I can still technically get away with using 210 for my full face as a foundation. But if I'm using it as spot concealer under my eyes, you can tell it's too dark for me. So I picked up shade 208 and this is a perfect shade match for my under eyes and for spot concealing. So it's a little bit lighter. It looks really, really nice. So I'm bringing this as my concealer along with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. So I don't know where we're going. I'm really hoping it's chilly and it's nice and cold. In that case, the Dermacol is going to work just fine for me. But if it is hot or if it is a little steamy or like muggy, because we are going to be right by a river, this is my favorite like summer kind of bulletproof, sweatproof concealer. So I'm also bringing that just in case. Next we have face powder. I'm bringing one pressed powder and one loose powder. The loose powder I'm bringing, this is actually a brand new container of the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in shade 5 Claire. I love this. It's one of the best loose powders, and I love this particularly for the packaging and for how easy it is to travel with. So I've got this in a little bread thing, poof I'm going to be bringing. And then for my pressed powder, I'm just bringing the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. What shade are you? This is 120N, and this is my closest shade match. I just like to set my entire face. This has been a really good bulletproof powder. Next, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but I've just been drawn to like orange tangerine kind of blushes, and I wanted to bring it. This is a mini Rare Beauty blush, and this is the shade Peace, and it's just a liquid blush. I love the minis, great to travel with, but I want to have this just in case I feel like doing like a blush heavy kind of look. Alrighty, moving on to like face products. I have my favorite all-time face palette to travel with. This is the original Tarte Clay Play palette, and I've got this for my bronzer, my contour, and some eyeshadows here. We got some basic kind of neutrals, a nice black shade, and then I love the huge mirror. I don't want to like blind you guys, but I love the huge mirror in this. It's perfect to prop up in the hotel room or B&B and like do your full face because you can actually see your full face. Not to like, you know, hate on other products, but like this product, I can only see like half of my face in this mirror, whereas this one, it's like huge. Like, yeah, I can see my whole face in here. So bringing this for bronzer, contour, and everything. For blush, I've been reaching for like these kind of like peach blushes a lot more recently, maybe even like a stark orange kind of blush. So this is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Soft Peach. Very, very pretty. And then for highlighter, I was feeling spooky and I wanted to bring out this amazing highlighter palette. This is from Lunatic Cosmetic Labs, and this is the Here Lies Your Face highlighter palette. Is it a little extra for like a week trip? Yes, but I love it. And these shades are just stunning. So bringing that. Well, before I go into eyeshadow, I would tend to do my eyebrows, and then I would set my face with setting spray. So for eyebrows, I've got a black shade in my face palette and in one of the eyeshadow palettes that I'm bringing. So I'm going to use that for my brows and then go in with this Got2b brow gel. This is the best brow gel I've ever tried. This is even better than the ABH brow gel, and it's because it's literally just a like hardcore actual hair gel with a spoolie. Like, and that's all that I needed in my life. So bringing that. And then for my setting sprays, I have my two kind of go-tos. I've got the MAC Fix Plus, and then I've got the Milani Make It Last. Moving on to eyeshadow. I know I'm overpacking on eyeshadow. This is a lot of eyeshadow to bring for a week's trip, but I wanted to have the options, and like, I want to have the options, and I like all of these palettes. So first is a palette I want to get more use out of, and I think this is just a great time of year for it. And again, for that date night where I want to feel fancy, I kind of want to pull this out. This is the big Natasha Denona 28 Green Brown palette. I do have some pans in here from a Project Pan many years ago, but I want to bring this. Yes, I'm going to like force myself to get some use out of this. So we have that. We also have the newest palette I have picked up. So this is the new Natasha Denona My Dream palette. I did rearrange this in a shorts video. If you want to see that, I'll throw it up in the cards. But I don't know, these tones, they're not necessarily screaming fall, but I love like the neutral, the shimmers. I cannot wait to try the duochrome right here. That looks absolutely stunning. And then I've got that, you know, matte black again for my brows or my hairline. So I'm also going to be bringing this one. And last but not least, I'm going to bring two mini quads. I surprised myself, but you know, I'm really feeling these. So of course we have the green tea macchiato palette from Midas. And this is just, again, stunning. This is like a really pretty neutral look with that pop of green if I feel like it. But then if I want to go a little bit out of the box, go really lean into fall, lean into spooky season, I've got the pumpkin spice latte palette. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we have these. And then of course to use with the eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to bring my trusty NYX glitter glue. This has been like the best glitter glue I've ever tried. It's $6, bulletproof. Next for eyeliner, I am also kind of overpacking, but I wanted to give myself some options here. I've got a black eyeliner, a white eyeliner, and then a dual-ended kind of nude eyeliner. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil in light, and then I have the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in white. Honestly, NYX has some of the best eyeliners ever. Like, they're affordable, they're amazing, and they're bulletproof in the waterline, which is where I like to wear my liners. And last but not least, I have this ancient Lancome eyeliner. If you caught the beginning of my Petty Project Pan, you would have seen this here, but it is a really good black liner that you can smoke out for a nice smoky eye, so definitely bringing that one. Next, I would do mascara. I'm bringing two mascaras just because I have them and I kind of want to use them up. I've got the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is a mini I got in a set from Sephora, and then this is the KVD Go Big or Go Home. This is my first time using the big one. This is actually brand new. I bought a set that had this big one and then a mini one. I did not like the mini one, so I kind of wanted to start testing this out and see how I feel about it. Of course, I've got my eyelash curler. And last but not least, I am packing lipsticks. I might not wear these lipsticks, but I want to have the option there in case, again, for that fantasy date night that I'm picturing in my head, I want to be able to wear a cute lipstick and have a glass of wine or a cocktail. So anyway, bringing my absolute favorite fall lipstick. This is Rebel Rose from Wet n Wild. I'll give you guys a little swatchy swatch. I already swatched the other two lipsticks on my hand, so slight spoiler alert, but this is Rebel Rose. It is beautiful. It is stunning, and it's drugstore, it's affordable, it's great, it lasts amazing on my lips. Fantastic. So I want to bring that as an option. The other two lipsticks I have are right here. First is from ColourPop. This is from the Sophia Nygaard collab, and this is Bikini Bottom. It is the darker of the nudes right here. And again, I kind of want to have that nude option if I do want to go like an extra smoky eye. I don't want to go too bold on the lips. So I have that. And then for an even lighter nude option here in the middle, this is from MAC, and this is the shade Flesh Pot, which is right here. This one I actually got for free when I did a back to MAC. If you bring five or six empty MAC products back to MAC, you can get a lip gloss, a lipstick, or an eyeshadow. I think that's it. And I had Fix Plus. I go through Fix Plus kind of quickly, and you can bring those back. So 5 empty of those, and I got a lipstick. So those are my lipstick options for the trip. And that is it. Well, that is it for makeup products. I am going to pack my tools separately. I'm really just going to pack a minimum of like face brushes, eyeshadow brushes, and then a sponge. And then I think I'm going to be good there. So I'll go ahead and throw in a clip right here of how everything looks packed into my bag. Hello guys, Editing Monica popping in here. So I originally wanted to have this video like edited and scheduled to go up during the week I was on vacation. If you missed it, I posted to my community tab. I just had too many things to do, and I'm trying to be a little bit nicer to myself and not like force myself to do extra work when I should be relaxing, especially like since we were going on our first vacation in like over a year. So what I did is I just saved this video. It's going up the week after I got back, and since I just got back from the vacation, I can go ahead and show you, since I clearly overpacked, what makeup I actually did really use. Yeah? No? Okay. Real quick. So I really used both of the primers, but particularly the Professional primer. I use this a lot, especially around the areas where my pores are the biggest. I did an oopsie because I packed everything. I just forgot to pack the one mask that I really needed to pack. So most of the masks that we have, they're cloth and they're really tight and like, you know, tight on your face, and they're reusable so you can wash them. I have one mask that is a little bit bigger. Like it goes all the way up here, though it fully covers where it needs to cover. It is a little bit of a looser mask. So I usually wear that mask when I'm wearing makeup, especially if I'm doing a full face, because I'm still fully covered and, you know, I'm good, but it's not rubbing up against my makeup. So I forgot to pack that mask. So honestly, I didn't use any of my base makeup. The only makeup that I really used was this primer and the Dermacol. And what I did is I kept the Dermacol and I didn't set it with powder. I kept it wet. So it gave me like this really pretty dewy look, which honestly was not a bad look overall. But what I had to do, I had to use my mask. And then after we got outside, or after we got to the restaurant, I literally had a damp beauty blender in my purse, and I would take it out and I would dab out the mask lines because I didn't bring that other mask. So that's what I ended up using. I used the Professional. I have the Dermacol. One night I did use the Rare Beauty blush on top of the Dermacol. It gave me a really, really pretty look. Honestly, like the Dermacol, it's really pretty. It's not what I would have wanted considering everything, but I ended up having some really, really pretty looks, especially for the nights that we went out to dinner. So I used those two. I used the NYX Glitter Glue constantly because I love it. And the palette I used the most was actually the Green Brown palette, which was perfect for me because I really want to start getting some more use out of this thing considering how much it cost. So I ended up using a lot of the shades from like this top row right here. And then I brought in one night, I did like a green look. That was actually really, really pretty. So I used that a ton. I ended up, out of the eyeliners, using the black and the white the most. I didn't really get a whole lot of use out of the nude eyeliner that I brought. And then of course I used my brow gel every day, and then the two mascaras. I actually really like the way these work together, but I think that's more so because I like the Kush mascara from Milk and less so about the Go Big or Go Home from KVD Kindness Vegan Dinner. But yeah, I think overall, I've actually got a coupon because I bought a mini set where they give you a coupon and then you can redeem it for a full-size mascara. So I'm going to go for a full size of this one. And I don't know if I'm going to keep using this one. I'm going to give it a few more tries on its own, but meh. So out of everything that I bought, that's what I got the most use out of. Everything else I kind of used like at max once. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great spooky fall season, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.